I'm just going to demonstrate another great party style on Jess. I'm just going to create the base on Jess's eye by placing a little bit of foundation over each eye and blending it out before we apply any of the eye makeup. Having placed the foundation over her eye, I'm just now going to blend it out with the sponge. And now what I'm going to do is just place some of this Gemma Kid metallic silver using a 266 brush over the whole of the eye. And this is going to be the start of our party look. And now just blending the colour out, because we're going to put a pigment over the top of this. Now just going to place the product over the other eye, again using our 266 brush. I'm now going to place some MAC silver pigment over this Metallica. It's absolutely gorgeous, this silver. I'm actually doing the eyes again before the skin, and the reason for doing this is that when you use these types of pigments, they leave some debris on the skin there, and I always think it's much nicer to actually just clean that away afterwards. It's so much easier rather than trying to remove that when you've done your beautiful skin. So if we do the eyes before the skin, that's much easier, and I think that's a really good tip when you're working with makeup. So just finishing off with this pigment, absolutely gorgeous. You can imagine for a nighttime evening look, it looks really lovely. I'm now going to put the eyeliner on. So using the 266 brush, what I do to begin with is just draw these outer edges first, and when we've drawn those outer edges first and they're even, we then draw in the rest of the eyeliner. But if you do one eye first and then the other, it's very difficult to get a really good match. Just drawing in the other side now and making sure that we get a nice even line on both sides. So you need to step back and have a look, and what we can do to create the balance is just clean the skin away afterwards if we need to. So just work and stand back and look at both of those eyes to see if we're getting a nice even flick, and if you use a nice pointed cotton bud like that, you can just clean this away until you get the desired shape that you want. This 266 brush has a really good angle, and because you've got a really good angle, you can work with it for this eyeliner and just doing little strokes, working in towards the eye. You can just build this eyeliner up. So just stand back and keep looking at what you've done, and you're looking for balance on the eyeliner. And as I said, just keep working a bit at a time. Don't just complete one eye and then the other, because it's much more difficult to get a balance that way. So just keep doing these little fine strokes, working in towards the centre of the eyes. Stand back, have a look, and again look for that balance. Close. So the next part of this makeup, I'm going to use this product by Urban Decay, and it's a glittery eyeliner. So we're just going to place this eyeliner along the top, which will just give that an extra sparkly finish. Just open your eye. Having now completed the eyeliner, and we're just going to put some mascara on now. So just applying the mascara, we're going to go over the top first, and you can see now with this silver that it's on the lashes quite a lot, the silver pigment, and this is one of the reasons why we're going to go over the top, because it's important for really good makeup that you get this totally black, that the lashes are black. So if you just take the mascara from underneath, you still don't quite cover all of this silver which is on the top of the lashes. We're now going to work on the skin, so I'm just going to place the primer firstly over Jess. And again, this is what creates the really lovely base for the foundation to sit on. And this time the primer that I'm using is a MAC primer. Next we're going to apply the foundation. Gently pushing the foundation into the skin, working it under the eyes. And what I'm doing is I'm working the foundation out using the pads of my fingers. Really working and pushing the foundation into the skin to get a nice even coverage. So just working this foundation over the skin now. The MAC foundation brush to get a nice smooth finish. Okay, so just going to put the false eyelashes on at this point. Just dip the lashes into the glue, and what I would say before you put these lashes on is just to let this glue dry off a little bit, because if you put the lashes straight on like this they won't stick particularly well. So just wait a minute or so for this glue to dry and then we'll put it on. So gently push the lash close to the root. Almost you'll find that there's a little ridge there underneath the eye, and it just sits nicely in there. Right, just going to work on Jess's brows now. We're going to come back to the eyes in a minute. So I've just done one of Jess's eyebrows now, and I've just done one just so that you can see the difference between one eyebrow being finished and the other not, and how important it really is and how it frames the face by actually drawing in the eyebrows. When I'm doing these brows, I'm using a brow box from Gemma Kid, but you need to print it on as opposed to draw it. I'm actually printing this product on. Just to finish along the lash line, I'm just going to go over where the false lashes have been put on, and just to strengthen that line with some liquid eyeliner. It's a MAC one and it's called Boot Black, so we won't see any join of those eyelashes, and we're just going to strengthen that line up once more. I'm just going to work some By Terry concealer underneath Jess's eyes. I'm just going to work a little bit more on her skin again now, gently painting that underneath the eye area. Having worked the By Terry in underneath Jess's eyes, I'm now going to work some concealer just around her nose, just to give a nice finish. Once I've got this concealer here, I'm just going to take a small amount of it across the top of Jess's lip here and work it in. So we're just kind of highlighting that area for in a minute when I put the lipstick on. Just brightening that top area there because it's quite a light colour that I'm using. And now I'm just placing some Fascinating Kohl, which is a white pencil, just in the corner of the eyes there. Again, we can brighten this area up. And using the 219 brush, just gently blending that away from the edge there in the corner, just blending it out. So we're just going to work some colour underneath the eyes now. This is why I haven't done her blusher yet, because I'm just going to place the tissue on there just so that if we get any residue from this brown, this Gemma Kid brown colour, that it doesn't go on the rest of the makeup. Just using the tissue as protection. Look like Jess. Having finished Jess's eyes, I'm just going to place some blush on now. So just placing this in the apple of her cheek, working it out in a circular fashion. But I'm not going to put too much blusher on her because we're going to be doing the lips, and the lips are going to be quite strong, so we don't want the cheeks to overpower this, especially when we've got quite a strong eye too. Just going to finish the cheeks off by placing a little bit of highlighter just on the cheekbone, just to bring out that area. I'm just going to work on Jess's lips now, and I'm actually going to do her quite a strong red lip, which is unusual because we've got quite a strong eye here, but in actual fact if you use this sort of a pale colour lipstick, it doesn't actually work with this particular eye. So we'll use this Gemma Kid red lip liner, and then I'm going to fill it in again with the MAC Ruby Woo. So starting to line the lip now, doing a sort of a C shape at the bottom, and then doing the bird shape at the top. And by doing this we can then start to draw gently down the lip shape. So I'm just starting to fill in the lips now using the same red pencil. So if you fill the lips in using the same pencil, it actually acts like a base to the lips. So what you can do from the initial shape of the lips, you can also draw down through the lips and you get a really good finish, because if you notice most people's lips have these little lines on them, and it's a really good way of really getting into those lines and creating a really great finish by kind of drawing into the lip like that. Just to give this a much cleaner finish, you can just go over it with a little bit of concealer and just get a really lovely clean edge there. And you can see the difference that that then makes, and if you then just blend that through, get a nice crisp sharp line. So just filling the lips in with the MAC Ruby Woo. So just going over the top of the lip pencil, which I've already placed all over the lips, and now just getting this really lovely strong colour working. Just going to sprinkle or dust a little bit of powder to finish this off now. Again, just working down the centre of the face, just taking away any shine that we've got. To complete this evening makeup. To summarise the makeup that I've done on Jess today, firstly I used the Gemma Kid Metallica Eye Wardrobe over her eye. I then went over with some silver pigment. Having done that, I then did the eyeliner, and then we just put some, just close your eye please, we just put some glitter along the eyeliner to really bring out that sparkle. Having done the eyeliner, I did the mascara, and when I've done the mascara, I then went on to work more on the skin. So with the skin, what I did was to put the primer on, and then having done the primer, I did the foundation. And so I was kind of working backwards and forwards between the eyes and the skin here, because when we're using quite a lot of pigment and colour, I don't really want that to go on the skin underneath, so it's quite important that the skin is kept fresh all the time. So having then done the skin, I then put some colour underneath the eyes. In fact, I used a brown colour underneath there, and we did the eyebrows, working on the brows, keeping quite a strong look to it. Having done the brows, I then did Jess's cheeks. We did a little bit of blusher, not too much, because I felt that it would really overpower this look, because normally you wouldn't have a strong eye and a strong lip, and we've actually got quite a strong eye and lip colour going on together. So having done the eyes, I then completed the lips. I lined the lips firstly with a Gemma Kid lip liner and finished by filling the lip in with a MAC red lipstick called Ruby Woo. And to finish the look, I just dusted down the centre of Jessie's face with some powder just to take away any shine and give a nice feel to the finish.